India's victory means only one thing, that England has been put on the back foot again in the series going to Lords next week. There's a lot of talk on their batting, to be honest, and most of talks have been regarding Jack Crawley and Ollie Pope. Jack Crawley, obviously, the fact that his average is the lowest one as a test opener in the history of the game, in the department of the amount of runs he has scored in his career so far. It's the lowest average he has carried as an opener in the test matches, and also the fact that Ollie Pope hasn't scored back-to-back centuries in his series as of now since his debut. So these are the two holes in the batting lineup. Also have to look back at the captain Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes hasn't really contributed anything with the bat in the last couple of years. The last time I remember him coming with a great century was that Lord's Test match, even though was England lost that game against Australia. I think he averaged less than 30 in the last since the start of 2024. He has around 700 or 800 runs, which is 80% of the runs that Shubman Gill has scored in the 4 innings in this series. So, lot to think about Stokes, especially when you're in the Ashes year, in the away Ashes year. Every time England goes, there's so much talk, so much preparation around what's going to happen, what they're going to do. It is vulnerable. Let me tell you, this Australian side is really vulnerable at home. I don't think there's going to be a seeming surplus in Australia, especially with the struggling top order, the struggling batters. They also are struggling with the openers and number 3 batter. So I think they're going to be the 2014 BGT kind of surfaces, going to be batting surfaces, flat surfaces, where the bowlers will come back, and that is where England have to put some runs on the board. And the fact also, can Stokes really think of demoting himself at number 8? That's not a bad option for someone who can go and play his aggressive mindset and smack it from the very first delivery. That can also contribute England with the runs. As the all-rounder, his captaincy is important, but I have to remember, as the all-rounder, his also job is to score with the bat and pick up a couple of wickets with the ball. And it hasn't really been the case with him. In Pakistan he struggled. In New Zealand he struggled. In India he struggled. And now in this series at home he's struggling. He didn't score runs against Zimbabwe either. So so much talk about that. It won't be actually longer. No matter what you talk, the only currency as a batter is the runs. No matter what, you don't win games on the moments or standing there, things like that. So come this Ashes, come this November, Port Stadium, the Gabba, Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, wherever they go, Stokes needs to score those runs. Average can't be as a captain under 30.